Hey legends, more exciting news into Diablo Immortal because it's turning 3 years old. So we have here new patch notes to celebrate the Diablo Immortal 3rd anniversary. It is coming on the June 1st. I still remember whenever the 2nd anniversary was here. I only played this game for like 1 year and a few months, so I'm not here since the start, but I remember we had the Goblin Plunder, we had new gems, we had like a 10 pool, we also had Mirror Jewel, so it was a really nice time, and I hope that we also have here the same thing. So, welcome to the anniversary, threefold rebirth. What we're gonna have here, you're gonna have first a Phantom Gallery, then we also gonna have a Legendary Gem Trial. Okay, so we're gonna have new 5-star and also a Mirror Jewel pool. So start saving your Legendary crest, and if you guys want to come by the stream and so I can react to your pool, do it live on the stream and have the chat try to support you for you to get that 5-star. Is always a fun moment. So let's go here into the 5-star, the Bloodfall Legendary Gem Gift. What a better way to start our 3rd anniversary than with the new Legendary Gem? Well, maybe for Blizzard, right? Coated in Crimson and Forge Soul introduced next patch. So we're gonna have on June 19th to July 2nd, you can claim quality 2 out of 5 free Legendary Gem as a gift from your Battle.net. Okay, so last year we had the Stormfold. This year they are gonna give us a new 5-star. Hopefully it is gonna be a good one. Very recently we've been having very cracked gems. I'm gonna say that I don't think that this one's gonna be as OP as Colossus, because there's always like a 6 months gap between like all these very OP Legendary Gems, but we can always hope. So you, free-to-play player, can also have a gem for free and be very powerful, even though the rank ones are usually kind of okay. So to obtain this legendary gem, you must be level 30 and link your Diablo Immortal and Battle.net account. Okay, so very easy. Then we're gonna have here the Trial of the True Evils anniversary event. So we see here the Butcher, we see multiple raid boss, but the Bale, the Scarred, and also Diablo that have declared you as the greatest threat. Okay. So pretty much what we're gonna do, we're gonna go there, we are gonna have a new boss that we're gonna have to challenge every few days, so they're gonna recycle a bit more content, and then hopefully we also gonna get like some freebies out of these. I'm sure we're gonna have like some normal gems or some rare crests, and this is gonna be also from June 1st to June 19th, and it says here that this is a fair fight. The bosses will scale to your power and provide to anyone to level 30. As you guys know, all these boss events, usually if you are already at the late game, you just go there and you one-shot him. It's the same with the Zod that we have right now. I mean, like, the fights could be a bit more interesting, but I mean, regardless, it is what it is. Overcome hell and earn the spoils. It wouldn't be proper anniversary celebration without party favors. Upon logging in during the event, you will earn a team avatar frame, so it's that thing that's going to be on your profile picture, and if you take head-to-head against the Trial of the True Evils events, you're gonna earn these events. You're gonna have a Butchie familiar transmog. Oh dude, so it's gonna be like a little butcher as a skin. Remember to feed him fresh meat often. Okay, this can actually be awesome. Then also we're gonna have legendary crests, random set items, and random legendary items. So pretty much it's gonna be like the main menu that we already have before. Another one is gonna be the Infernal Trials limited time event. So this is gonna start in June 4 until July 2nd. And whenever you're gonna gather enough points by slaying demons, you actually gonna get more legendary items, 1-star legendary items, and more stuff. So it's another event that we're gonna have. So Survivor's Band with Trial of Hordes, Fractured Plane, and Wild Brawl is gonna be the Eden event. So this probably is gonna be like the main event that we're gonna have during that month. Now we have here Set Gear Reforging limited time event, a way to convert your set items to an amplified version themselves has arrived. From June 1st to June 19th, you can reforge 3 of the same set item into a version of the item with up to 3 attributes and 3 affixes. You can now begin this endeavor by visiting the threefold rebirth menu. So are they actually trying to test out a new feature? So from what I read, I don't know if it's gonna be the deterministic way. So if I put like 3 Vitus boots, it's gonna give me a better triple item Vitus boots, or if it's just like whatever I throw there, with as long as it's Vitus, it's gonna give me a random Vitus item. Either way, very exciting for them to try, because as you know, set items gears are always still a pain in the ass to farm. Even yesterday I got a message from a friend of mine that is quitting the game because now you're gonna have a new difficulty, and he's like, oh man, I'm not into going through the same grind again and again. So he just quit the game because like the set items for him was also a pain in the ass. So it's unfortunate, but it is true. They actually need to give us a better way and a bit more easy way for us to transition from all these difficulties, because maybe for you hardcore, you know, you have 10 weeks and you can get like these set items very easily. But for a more casual player, a lot of players by the end of the difficulty, they are still not even finished with the Inferno 6 and they are already entering into the Inferno 7, and they're like, oh my god, here we go again, right? And for a lot of players, especially the casual ones, can be a frustrating thing. So I hope that more quality of life will keep coming into the set items. There is a lot of requests regarding this, and I hope that it's going to be easier for players to actually have access to them. Another one is going to be the Prince Trial limited time event. This one is going to be from the June 12 to June 23, and whenever you log in on the 2nd, 4th, and 8th days of the event, you're going to have 30 pearls, legendary crest, rare crest. So if there is a time to actually go and log in inside Diablo Immortal, it is always on the anniversary. Hopefully we also gonna have a new code that I'm sure is coming, maybe like Diablo Immortal 3rd anniversary, something like that, and hopefully they give us 10 legendary crests as a gift, because I think we players deserve it. Then we also gonna have a new battle pass, the last light skippers. We still gonna have to check how it looks, but it is coming on the June 7 for the server time. Then we also gonna have here the new Sublime Lineage of the Beast cosmetics. This pretty much, I'm pretty sure that is gonna be the Phantom cosmetic that we're gonna have inside the game. I mean, like, this is looking some kind of Avatar vibes. Hopefully it's gonna look cool. This one is gonna be the Crusader. This one here is gonna be the Demon Hunter. Then we're gonna have here what? This is the Tempest, I'm sure. Necromancer, the Barbarian is looking kind of clean as well. But always see this with a grain of salt, because one thing is like whenever we actually look at this artwork, another thing is whenever we actually have it in game. So they all look pretty awesome, especially on artwork, but then inside the game sometimes it is a bit more clunky. So it says here that to protect the sanctuary, now you're gonna have the Sublime Lineage of the Beast cosmetic that you can acquire in the in-game shop for 450 internal orbs. So this is actually not a Phantom cosmetic. This actually is gonna be a normal skin that we're gonna add inside the in-game shop. A lot of people have been asking for more cosmetics inside the shop. Hopefully it's gonna be multi-class. That's the way they are actually doing now, right now. Then we have here the new balance updates. We already saw this on the last video, but pretty much as a sum up, the Barbarian is gonna get a huge buff when it comes to the Whirlwind, that now is gonna make you immune to knockback whenever you use the Fallen's Field. Also on the Ox Horns, it is the Whirlwind Shoulders. The bleed effect now is gonna stack up to 3 times, and whenever you're gonna use with the Demoralize and Resolve, it's gonna create a lot more damage. And also this chest piece, the 5 Flash Claws, instead of giving you 10% increased damage for all party, is gonna give you 30% more damage, but just to yourself. Big damage increase here for the Whirlwind. Hopefully you're gonna have a Whirlwind meta coming into the game. Then here on the Demon Hunter, nothing that excited. The Agony Spectre now, if it's used whenever your effect with the knockback, is gonna have the primary and the damage increased by 50. And also on the Blood Knight, as I said, we have here multiple buffs when it comes to this class. So the count of the Eves, the Whirling Strike, now instead of giving you immediately 4% damage reduction, is gonna start off at 9, and it's still gonna stack until a cap of 24%. Then the Vow of Trickery, this now it is the head slot that's gonna give you the knockback and immunity to crowd control. This is actually very powerful, but the reality is like this, it is still the headpiece, and on the headpiece probably the 19% evasion, it is still superior because of this condition. Because if you see here, it will only give you this knockback and loss of control immunity if you're successfully blocking the projectile with the Whirlwind. And I actually don't know if it's like that easy to do it or not, but for me, I kind of prefer to have a passive evasion and just go with it. And the other one, they are actually trying to boost a bit more here the transfusion, that if you go and use the transfusion on your ally and is affected by a knockback, you and him will also get this immunity to knockback for the duration of the transfusion. The problem with the duration of transfusion is that the shield is a tiny shield that you almost cannot see it, and because of that, you know, the Blood Knights, they are very unhappy still with the changes, and hopefully we're gonna have more buffs coming into them. Now here, Monk, you're gonna have the Tranquil Palm increase the cooldown from 6 to 8 seconds. This is a nice change that is gonna prevent the Monk to chain Tranquil Palm on you, because it makes them immune to damage, and also you cannot attack him. Is very OP, and there is no counterplay when it comes to it, especially on the 1v1, becomes very annoying to play with it. So to counter this increase of the cooldown, they're increasing the damage of the skill by 33%, which is still very good. Then we have here returning events that nobody cares. Again, the same old, the Hungry Moon, the Wilds, Winds of Fortune, Conqueror, Shady Stock, Halls of Tex, and nobody cares. Please give us some new events, like some exciting new game modes, please, because it's been more than 1 year since I saw even one new event coming to the game. I think since I started to play the game, I didn't see any new event game mode coming into the game. We cannot really keep relying on the Survivor's Bane being like the best one for us to, oh my god, yeah, these events are still cool. No, we need new ones, okay? Then we have here new featured updates, the Battle Pass updates. Oh boy, we are adding more rewards to the standard Battle Pass premium. Okay, so probably they are boosting the value. So on the standard one at rank 40, you can now choose between the 2-star legendary gem selection crest and a Turtleic Pearl. Okay, so maybe it's not only for Fervent's Fang or the Grim Rhythm, maybe it's gonna be like you have all of the 2-star gems on this selection, and on the premium one, they are actually giving you the 2-star legendary gems selections, more normal gems, more gem fragments have been added, and also on the Battle Archive shop, you can now have up to 4 instances of choosing between the 2-star legendary gem selection crest or 2 Turtleic Pearls. All right, I mean, like, if you guys buy the Battle Pass, probably this is good news for you. For me, I have no idea. And then here on the crafting, the notification as for having enough crafting materials to craft an item from charts can now be dismissed. Thank God. Every week I keep like spamming, no, I don't want it, man, I'm saving for the druid, and that's what I've been doing. If I had to review, I hope that this is not only it, maybe also because we're gonna have the new class coming into the game very soon. They are just coming with a modest like 3rd anniversary, but usually the anniversaries in these mobile games, they are like something like crazy, like something crazy that they give to the players. Also, they hope that the players gonna give them back, but this should be a place to celebrate. So I hope that this is not only it, and maybe in the next weeks until the update, major update comes, we're gonna have maybe a code or something that is gonna keep the players excited to keep playing the game for 1 more year, because if not, you know, like we already have players quitting, unfortunately, and I didn't see anything that really is changing the needle, but maybe they are saving that for the druid update that is coming in July. So with these legends, I hope that you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also type cheese in the comments so I know that you guys are the legends. Keep carrying the channel, and with this, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys on live stream. Peace.